35, baby.
Let's
Wake the fuck up. You guys aren't ready. Hope you fucking know you're ready now.
Bull market's here, baby.
Bull
Better be
market
ready.
is back. You heard it here first. 2025, baby. Let's fucking go.
Let's go, dude. I think we're in a different position now this time around. I'm excited for it.
Oh, yeah, dude. This is what we've been waiting for. 3.5 years in the making.
Yep.
And we are on the brink. It's finally happened today. We've got a new president over here, pro crypto administration, as we're going to get into tonight, clearly. And on top of that, it's just, hey, the timing's here. 4 years later, we made it.
Yep.
We got out.
We did.
And man, we saw all-time highs today for Bitcoin, and we've seen it drop right back down. We've seen how markets responded, and dude, we've seen chains struggle due to demand. We've seen volume like we've never seen before. And this is day one of this shit. It was actually before he even took office, which is crazy.
What's how you broke up a little bit?
I said I said, oh, fuck, I don't even know what you heard last. I was going to say, fuck, I was getting too quiet. I don't even know what I was saying, though. I was just saying we have a ton of volume before he got into office, and here we are.
Yep. And he hasn't even brought it up yet. Everyone's like freaking out and worried on timeline. They're so upset that he didn't bring up crypto or his meme token at all. And it's just like, it's day one. You act like he's not ever going to bring it up. It's going to happen.
Honestly, I'm glad he didn't, because that would be like, oh, he's talking about his meme and all this shit.
100%.
It would actually be negative, I feel like.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
I like he's teasing everybody, and like he just dropped that so casually, broke so many records, and like did so much volume, and he's like doesn't even acknowledge it.
Nope.
That is probably one of the craziest things, one of the biggest flexes you can do, honestly.
Absolutely.
All us nerds in the trenches are just like, come on, pump our bags, and he's just like, I'm not even worried about it. My wallet's worth like 15 billion or something, 26 billion, whatever it is. 80% held in our in our wallets, and you guys bought it like it was the craziest thing. It was.
It really was.
But we're gonna remember that day, that Friday night. I'll remember I was actually sleeping. Actually, I think I just got back from like a date night I was in, and went to bed at like, I don't know, maybe 11 o'clock, and I was not paying attention to my phone. I woke up the next morning and I see a coin that was worth what, almost 4 billion. Not FDV actually was even more. It was crazy. It was like 70. Something
well,
like that.
When you woke up, it was probably like 30 at the time, Saturday.
Yeah.
I went up till 70 till later.
One of the
but
craziest.
It still ran.
It did, and it kept going. That was one of the wildest things. Like, I guess we have to change our parameters, right? Like, we're in the bull market. It's not like a million. Like, a billion's not like the threshold anymore, right? Like, we're talking like trillion is what we're aiming for these days. Trillion's a new billion.
100%.
And but yeah, before we dive too deep into that, shout out to you guys at F35 Live, the first of the bull market. I think officially we can say that, but it's been the bull market, I guess, technically for a while. We've seen new all-time highs on the lead up. But if you guys are new here or you're tuning in, we do this every Monday night. We're here at 9 p.m. If you guys are down there in the comments and chat, hit that like button, retweet the room. If you're over on X, shoot us a comment. If you want to check us, subscribe to the channel over on YouTube, and you can come talk to us, ask us questions.
Absolutely.
Tell us why we're right, wrong, whatever, man. A shout out to the ones that support over here. Shout out to Crypto Hands, just getting a second. I don't know who first was. I missed that comment. It got deleted if it wasn't me. But shout out to you. We got right. Curly Knox, proof of Matrix has landed. Oh, dude, something. I feel definitely like it sometimes.
Blame TJ. I was actually first tonight. I was early here.
Dude, TJ beat me over in the backstage.
The bull market. I'm here. I'm ready.
He's ready to go. Tom's not here tonight, but he's here in spirit. He's feeling a little under the weather. It's a little cold out these days, so hopefully he'll be back next week. Just getting better over there. Shout out to Chester Jones. Check it. You gotta check the video. GM, Green Red, Lawrence Steiger, GM as well. D5 FOMOFO. What is up, man? Eddie Z, good to see you back as well, man. What are we drinking to celebrate? tonight we're on that dry-ish January. I think it broke this weekend for the first time in almost 20 days. So got the agua going. Don't know that Ross was pardoned yet. Do you know?
I'm not sure.
I don't think
I know he
so.
pardoned like 1,500 people though from January 6th.
I know. So I don't know if Ross did yet. I know a ton of people were watching that coin, especially over in the Jelly Cubes chat. I was watching that. What up? The hybrid family as well. TJ must have done well with Melania. Fresh new haircut.
I didn't buy Melania.
I don't think anybody did.
I couldn't. To be fair, I tried to buy it, but it kept failing every time. I even wanted to get in on that dip. It dropped to like 1.8, but I saw it at 2.2 to get in again, and I just wouldn't buy. So I was like, whatever, I'm not getting in on this.
I tried to buy all the way through about 5 billion. Like I was going hard, like just reload. All right, just I'm watching the like allocation go lower and lower and lower. And then I realized it also taught me a good lesson on Solana that I'm not prepared. And we'll get into that here in a second. I remember seeing 4 billion, thought it was fake, should have vaped in. That's usually that's the play at this point. If you think it's to get through, if you're second guessing, sometimes you just got to go in and take the chance. At risk reward. You're either going to lose it all or you're going to make ridiculous money, but you can't play it safe sometimes.
Nope.
Is the world new yet? Shout out to Sham. I don't know. It feels like a different era right now. New era, I guess, that we're in. We'll see. I be seen.
It's funny.
What do you say? I need to tell Mrs. to stop streaming the trader. So
say your mic's coming out a little bit.
I'm gonna probably need a new internet service. I've come to the fact that it's just not getting better.
Actually, that whole sentence was great. You didn't cut out once. That whole sentence was perfect.
It's crazy because I don't know what I'm doing different. Like all my programs are shut down.
How many tabs do you have open?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 if you count the other.
Now, do you have like Telegram or any video ones open right now that ready to be shown?
No, other than the chat one. You're gonna watch the chat one, so I'll take that off. It shouldn't matter. The computer that I have should not matter. It's not the. It's It's crazy to me, dude. You would think
sometimes when I get on Neo and I have a bunch of tabs open up charts, my fans just start kicking into hyper mode and just going nuts, and it's loud.
I remember those days.
Yeah.
Computer still does its thing. It's just, I think we're gonna. The problem, you know, what really pissed me off is I had Spectre before, back when computer was in freeze mode.
Yeah.
And then I got AT&T at fiber, so I was one up, one down, and that's when just things were on fire. And then I moved to where I moved, and they had a contract and no AT&T in here. They're blacklisted, and had to go back to Spectrum, and they don't offer fiber. So we're just on the poor internet these days. I think I got like 400 megs, but I'm probably streaming at like 100 right now.
That's funny.
So yeah, enough of my internet though. Maybe when the bull market kicks up, I'll buy better internet. Damn,
better figure it out.
Everybody's telling TJ looks handsome today.
Hey, thank you.
There you go. You just got that fresh Italian dude right now. Got the greased up. Looking greased up, dude. Just got.
I got my T-Birds jacket on.
Yep. God, I was gonna say John Travolta, but it's Danny. Danny Zuko.
Danny Zuko. Yeah, it's Danny Zuko.
Mm-hmm. Almost said Kaniki. Yeah, dude.
Stop.
Hey, we were gonna get into this before we dive into the whole Trump thing. I thought it would be funny to play that video because you haven't seen it yet. But Chad is doing their space right now, and Chad dropped a video today for Trump, the inauguration. Bring that up over here. I'll cut your music for you.
I got you. You're actually your camera and mics is good right now. Put the music real quick.
First time seeing this, huh?
Yep.
Well, it's been 4 years we were down, but we're not out. In only a matter of hours, Daddy's back in town. Man, we've been waiting for you. Bass have been running this show.
There.
that you're finally here. Now let the bags grow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Adopt us now. We need your strategy. You can be our father with that Chad Dad energy. Adopt us now. We can feel the synergy. Things gonna work out with that Chad Dad energy.
The Trump dance.
I'm your new crypto press. Gonna spread the word of blockchain knowledge. And now with me is your dad. The chart is set to finally rise. Man, we've been waiting for you. Bulls are back to run the scene. Run the scene. With our Chad Dad here, we can make the candles green. Adopt us now. We need your strategy. You can be our father with that
Catchy.
Chad energy.
Super catchy.
Adopt us now. We
Hey,
can
voice
energy.
singer.
Is it really?
Gotta be.
Energy. Adopt us now. We need your strategy. You can be our father with that.
That's how you know it's good when you don't know.
Adopt us now. We can feel the synergy. Things gonna work out with that Chad Dad energy.
My man did a whole animated music video.
Bro,
Chad Dad energy.
the best content for a meme coin, hands down. So good.
Yeah, shout out to the Chad, shout out to the dad, shout out to the energy, shout out to Trump,
good.
dude. That's wild stuff right there. It's got to be like that AI music, you know. Like
It's still
does
good
feel
though. It's still
But
really
no.
good.
Oh, I'm sure. They probably typed in, give me some Chad Dad energy, gave him some good prompts, and let him sing, and they just animated the shit out of that. I know Malau over in the Dirtbirds used to did a whole little music track for Dirtbirds with like AI on it, and I don't know if anybody writ that. If that's an actual song and they had somebody actually do that, then that's even more impressive. But either way, it came out great.
Quarter Water says Bajewski's been singing in the shower for years, finally sharing that voice with us.
Yo, if that's just a hidden talent. Yo, you imagine that dude's whole just one more thing under his plate. He's hiding from everybody. That angelic voice. He's like, I've had sore throat for a month and a half.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. Don't
Can't even
look
look at you right now.
the voice of an angel. Yeah, dude. Shout out to Chad's over there. Amazing stuff they've got in the works right now. I saw a few other things they had planned in the space. Actually, probably should be paying attention this week because everything took a hit, right?
Yeah.
But I did see they've got a space upcoming with Journey Crypto this week. That's gonna be big. Yeah, the Thursday the 23rd, they've got a space with Journey Crypto and special guests. We're going to be talking about Chad, also additional guests that they're working on. So Sirius Alpha. So get over there on Thursday the 23rd. We'll be checking that in. They're also going to be launching a staking platform for your Chad over off of 8 Anvil with some degen incentives to it, some boosted ROI over there, decreasing the circulating supply. So
Fat alpha right there.
out. And apparently they said the Vesper commercial was huge. So already have a list of projects lined up. All commercials are going to feature Chad as a requirement.
Dope. That's awesome.
So, dude, if you guys are missing out on the Chad right now, I feel like people have been sleeping on it lately. Just cause everything, not just that, everything.
Quick question: we were asking about Ross. Did he just pardon them because the token is running now?
Yeah, did we dismiss it?
Let me. Well, they already had a token, but now
it was multiple millions. I know before, but
yeah, it was at 3. It shot up to 13, traced to 6 right now. But I don't know if they just.
Is that 29 mil? Roughly?
Oh, it's a different one. There's a different one now. There's 2 then. The one I just saw was at 7.
Am I looking at this one?
Nope, that is a different one. Did not know that one.
You type in Ross. There's multiple Rosses, I guess, right?
The only reason why I clicked on this one was the wallet I tracked bought it.
They trying to PvP it?
Possibly.
What is the market cap on the other one?
7, just under 7.
What's the ticker on it?
I'll send you the CA.
I don't know, man.
Looking at
Just type in Ross, bro.
Ricky Ross.
Ross. Was it to the limit? I mean, this one's got some volume on it right now. I would imagine this one's the one. It's the one that's been around.
So is this one.
I got two of them. You send the other one? Okay, I got him. Do they party them? Let's see. Oh, Ross coin. Yeah. Maybe I've seen this one too. I don't know. This one's only got 9,000 buys on it. They were trying to probably PvP it.
I took a punt at the Roger token. I guess he was like partners with Ross in the Silk Road thing. It's literally sitting at like 8K right now. I bought that literally like 6 days ago. I bought it at 8K. I didn't buy it high. I bought it low.
This is the one here.
The exact same price.
This is the one you want.
Yeah, that's the runner. They got 1,000 boost on it too.
Ooh. Bro. So, all right, let's dial back. So we're watching Ross coin right now. Well, let's take you back to Friday night, guys. And holy shit, 9 something at night, like 9. I didn't see this notification. TJ, where were you at on Friday night?
I was on my couch and I saw someone share it around 230 million. I thought it was fake.
230, right? So the natural instinct, right? Donald Trump, I think he posted it on Truth Social first, and then he posted it here.
Yeah, he posted Truth Social first, and he didn't post it on Twitter until around 4 billion. That's when it made it real for me anyway. Before that, I thought it was fake still. I thought it was going to be dumps. It was like 85-90% of the supply was held by the one wallet. I was like, there's no way I'm getting it. I thought it was a honeypot too, because you couldn't. The liquidity pool was so low in comparison to the price.
And most people were like, yeah, obviously it's a hack. But when the second post went out, that's when everybody was like, fuck it, go. And it went from like 230 million over to what did it run up to, like 2.2 billion? And then ran up to 4, and then it just kept going.
I went to bed at like, it was 9. I went to bed like 1 in the morning, and then I woke up to it like 30. Then it topped at what, 70, 78 or something like that. It was in the 70s.
Dude, it was like, like 75, 76, something like that was the top.
Yeah, it was in the 70s somewhere, yeah.
Unprecedented. Like, if you look at the day, like, I didn't even do it justice. I guess I'll look at it on the 1 hour. It'd be more funny to look at this. Like, unprecedented levels of volume. Now, like, nobody knew, right? Like, you just went. Like, you had to. Like, if once it's the president of the United States or president-elect posts one, and like, it's just almost like so unbelievable he'd do that, right? Like, he's about to be inaugurated, he's about to become the president. He drops something on Solana, of all places, a meme coin, and the degens went crazy for it. And that volume, I've never seen anything like that. Like, we've seen coins go, like, especially hype launches. Like, I guess one of the most hyped launches of like a major product that came online that was in the billions would have been Pudgy Penguins, Pengu, right when that dropped, that would jump to what, to like 2 point something bill.
No, 3, it was at 4. 5. It stopped at 5, and then it retraced down to 2.3. And I think it's still sitting at 2.3.
Yeah, so we saw insane valuations for this, but this just went like parabolic,
and it wasn't stopping.
And that was the thing, is everybody was like, you're too late. I think Curly Knox in our Discord, he put it in there. It was like, what, 4 point something bill or something like that. I don't know, I forget what he called it at in ours, and we were just like 3.92, something like that. And we were like, I'm thinking like, all right, you're at 3 billion, like, you missed it. Like, you're out. Like, there's no chance. Like, what's the best case scenario here? Pepe's 7 billion or 8 billion, whatever it is. There's no way.
It's funny because he was still skeptical, and I was finally believing. And he's like, "You must have a bag, don't you?" And I was like, "I actually don't. I didn't buy it because I just think at any moment it was gonna retrace." Dude,
it had to, right? Like, there's not that much liquidity. Like, there's no way this is real. And then it just kept going, and it kept going, and I think by the time it was like Sunday, I guess for me, or no, was it Saturday? I can't remember what day I got in. I guess I got in.
I think you got in Saturday, honestly.
I did get in on Saturday. So I got in. I saw it sitting at like 25-ish, And I woke up in the morning. It was 4 billion was the market cap, and basically there's 100 out of the billion coins. There's only 200 million in circulation, so only 20% of it's in circulation at the moment. And like roughly, the tokenomics are dog shit on it. At least at first glance, right? Like you have like 80% of it locked up to like vested schedule of like basically people are calling it insiders or team or whatever you want to call it. So people were like, this is such a scam. But that's why you see that market cap the way it was, right? Like the fully diluted value, assuming it comes out, is sitting at 33 billion. But realistically, the actual market cap, because of the circulating, is at 6.7 billion. So the easy way to do that math is just divide the overall market cap by 5 or multiply it by 5. That's your factor right there to tell where it's at. So I'm sitting there looking at it, and it's like, I don't know, 4 billion. And I woke up that morning and I'm like, something's like, you should just get some SOL and you should get in. Like, what's the worst that could happen? You lose like all of it? And I'm like, yeah, probably. And then I watched it go up to 6 billion that day, like close to like $30. And I'm like, I'm an idiot. Like I liquidated, I don't know, probably, I don't know, half of the profits that I had made over in Talos, because Talos, I just had a ridiculous week. And I'm like, screw it. I poured everything over. I actually went to Coinbase of all things instead of doing like Changely or something like that. I went to Coinbase and instant converted it and sent it out. My first time I did that on Saturday, SOL went like normal, right? Like you convert it on Coinbase. If you've ever done that, it's an instant convert. My SOL is available. I sent it to my Phantom wallet right away, and it showed up within less than like 30 seconds. Boom, ready to go. The second time I go, I started to get a little more FOMO that night. I'm like, you know what? I'm putting more in. Fuck it. I'm gambling on this thing.
But preface this, you were up at that point too.
Yeah, I was up. Not much. I bought
but you
in.
You were up though.
I think I bought in at like $29-30 a coin, and it was like $35 at that time. Which is like, so it wasn't like super crazy. And so I send my Solana again, and actually I think it jumped up to like 40. And then I go to send my Solana. This is now Sunday morning. So I sent it to Coinbase. I did my transfer. It converts, no problem. I go to send it to my wallet, and it doesn't send. And I'm looking there. I'm like, dude, spent like 2 minutes with this Cardano. Like, what are we doing right now? And then I look down, and I notice in the bottom it says pending. And I'm like, well, I've never seen that before. 2-hour wait. And Crypto Hands was in the same boat as me over in our Telegram. He were like, 2-hour wait on Solana. Like, that's unheard of right now. Like, something ain't right. And it legit probably, it took more like about an hour roughly for mine to go through. And I got it, and I was finally there. But now there's reports of people right now that are 9-10 hours. Some have been waiting over a day to get their shit on Coinbase. And this smells to me kind of like, and I'm not saying it's happening, but kind of similar. Remember when FTX was out?
Yes.
And people cannot get their crypto out? Did they have enough?
I don't think
Solana?
I don't think Coinbase had enough Solana to give out.
Because you got to think they probably run and similar to some sort of float system where, you know, I'd imagine, because I know you can stake your Solana too. I imagine they ran into a situation of like, somebody just rattled off bullshit over on Twitter, but somebody was saying that they stake 75% of their Solana and the other 25% is their liquid. But imagine that, you know, all that staked Solana is locked up at the moment and they're not able to get that. There's too much of a demand. And some are saying that those 6, 7, 8 hours are them going to other exchanges and having to buy it and then transfer it out.
Oh, wow.
So I don't think I mean, if you look at the demand of that, you've never seen, like, there's tokens that have gone to $1 billion in multiple billions, but nothing as quick as this and nothing as fast as that. Like, insane. I have never seen that before. It flipped Shiba Inu.
I don't honestly think we'll ever see that again.
Never. It's
because
the number
of 26. Who it was.
It's the number 26 market cap cryptocurrency at the moment, and at one point it overtook where'd it get to? It got just over Toncoin. I don't know if it got over H-bar or not. It was like right in this range right here. I guess it did, because it had to have gotten up to like Avalanche levels. It was like 14. It almost came for Chainlink. That's how high. It almost broke into the top 10.
That's crazy.
Isn't that wild?
That's insane.
I've never seen anything like that. I don't know, like you said, that we ever will see anything like that.
No. I love this. Sham says I traded for 14 hours straight. It was a wild experience, but I loved it.
Dude, I'll tell you what. So if you did get into that, right? So back to my story of that, of like I get in, it's $35 at that time, and I go to bed and I'm fully expecting this thing to crash back down, like I don't know, like 10 bill, something like that. I woke up almost 70 billion at that time.
Did you ever take profits or no? You just
should have.
You're still holding though.
I am. So I did liquidate. So my story went like I saw it at 70 billion. I think I watched it go to 75. I'm sitting there and I almost reloaded more. Like I almost dropped another $5,000 into it at 75. Like I almost did that on the end. I think so many people did because I was like the 100 billion's a lock once he gets in. Like it's a lock at that point. Like why wouldn't you go in on this? Like it makes no sense not to. Like one of the strongest narratives out there. And dude, I will tell you what, yesterday a bombshell got dropped. We're sitting there right before he goes he had that rally, that whole speech that he was getting ready to drop. Right before he gets on to speak, what do they do? This.
That red candle.
Holy shit. I thought this, and he retweets it. Melania Trump, Melania meme live. You could buy Melania now address. And everybody's like, oh, fuck. And you watched that chart go boop, 75 all the way down to 43. And it shot down to like 30, almost
38. Because I was going to buy it and then just insta ripped up a little bit.
Oh my God. I had a knot in my stomach. I remember I've been on like a space, like a Solana space. The last they run like a 24/7 streams, got Bark and Shibu. I've been on their space, I don't know how long, and I'm sitting in there while listening to this speech, and I'm just like, holy fuck, I'm an idiot. I was up like $5,000 at the time.
Ooh.
Up $5,000 at the time. And I had a decent little bag of it in.
Sure.
You know?
But you know what though? The sentiment's still bearish on it. I know for a fact it has to go back up, bro. He has not talked about it publicly at any interview yet at all. So the people that were freaking out today, I'm like, just relax. You act like he's not going to talk about it. Either of them.
Oh, I know. It's one of those where it's like, if you're an experienced trader, like this is where all the lessons go out. Sometimes the lessons go out the window. You always, we've been doing this for how many years now, and you get that moment, you get that thing, and are you really ready? And what on Cardano, I feel pretty confident about moving stuff around, like where to go, like how to navigate, like where to set my wallets for, like kind of just, I've been through the trenches a little bit there. What this taught me is I was nowhere near ready on Solana that I thought I was. Rookie mistake for me is I had my stuff sitting on my Phantom wallet. I didn't have my Trump in my bot at all. I didn't have it in Trojan. I didn't have my Sol in Trojan. I had my Sol on Phantom. And I was trying to swap with Jupiter at the time. I was like, this is the only thing. Like,
oh my gosh.
And what I didn't realize, I'm like, all right, I know things about this. I know I can adjust my slippage. I know I can do that. What I didn't realize, and now I know, but slippage mode dynamic, I should have done, like, I was at that. I think I switched that. What I learned is that your broadcast mode, both need to be on. Your speed needs to go to turbo. Your max cap, basically your priority fee, needs to go to 0.1 over here, or higher if you really wanted to go at that point. And you could have, that was your way. And I didn't know this. These guys in the space shared it afterwards as fuckers. They got in Melania at like just under like $2 billion. And they didn't tell anybody how they were doing it. But afterwards they went and disclosed their settings. And they were buying it on Jupiter. They were buying it on their bots because
the priority fee on BullX was nuts. It was a 1.5 Sol to get the Trat and Jack through if you wanted to.
1.5 Sol, $200 or probably like, oh, actually more than that, $300.
Yeah, $300.
$300 is nothing if you did, because you had basically a 10x if you got in.
Yeah, Aaron actually finally got in. He threw 4 Sol at it at 5 billion, and he sold just at the top. Honestly, 2x it, so he got an extra 4 Sol from it. It cost him though just under that soulish to get it through.
So what I learned is I was not ready to trade in hyper aggressive things. Like we talk about gas fee and gas wars over in ETH, where people are paying $600-700 to $1,000 a transaction. I completely forgot about the priority fee that I could up that. Completely that's how much I was not in the game of Solana. But now I am 100% ready. Like so today, right? I put all my stuff over in my Telegram bot. I got all my settings ready to go. I got my Trump over in my bot now instead of over in my Phantom. So many different things, and I didn't need it today. Of course, like nothing.
Well,
really
there was runners, but there was just so many things being created, but every little thing that he was doing. When I texted in the Telegram, I was just sitting watching the inauguration. I had a few minutes after I was calling my patients. I watched a pin emoji get created. I saw his autograph or his signature get created. I watched so many other things get created within that moment of just stickers that people are just trying to build a narrative around. I saw today too the Elon salute. There was 2 different one of those. Yeah. There's still 2 running right now. So they literally were trying to make something. The Melania with hat that ran for a bit too.
Melania with hat, I did see that run.
Yeah, that ran decent.
Baron went nuts.
Baron's price action was crazy. I still think it's fake, but it ran up to 450, down to 15, back to 120, down to 30. I'm not involved in that one just because it's just so wild to me how much it's fluctuating.
God, I can't even find. That's not even the right one. Where is it? Is it this one?
No, it's the one that's like 100 million right now.
114 mil.
Yeah, that's the one.
Dude, I watched this one at 30 mil, and I thought it was bullshit. I was like, "There's no way." I'm like, "It'll go down." Because I watched the Elon coin. I watched Elon yesterday run up to like 120 something mil or something ridiculous, and then I watched it go all the way back down. But because Baron has so much pull, like he knows that everybody just like calls him the dev almost. Like he's the guy behind all this stuff with Trump and these guys. And I know there's gonna be another one.
Trader. Absolutely.
Oh no, he's got like a pump fund profile and stuff. That's where this came from, right? Like somebody found his pump fund profile, and that's how they figured this would. They figured maybe this is the unofficial one over there.
Yep.
I mean, it's still holding strong.
It is. DeFi FOMOFO says, "Are we getting into USA?" I did not, but that did run yesterday, USA, and the day before. I saw
that,
but it retraced after the Melania token came out.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's 80 million. I saw this one too, and another one where I was like, maybe I don't know.
Well, did you see America is Back token ran today? AIB, that one ran today.
AIB did as well. Shit, man.
Is everyone holding Melania trip? I am not right now. I still think there's a little bit of an entry. I mean, everything you can get an entry on that now, but I want it to be a little lower, in my opinion. Kind of want it to dip more. So I'm personally holding. I tried to get Melania though. Yes, I did. It kept failing.
You didn't set your priority. Were you messing with your priority fee?
I wasn't home. I was on my phone. I was at Aaron's house with everybody, and I was trying to get it on my phone. All I had was my mobile app.
Why didn't you? Where was your Sol on? Was it in your bot or was it in your? Where was it?
It's in my Phantom and it's in my bot. I have it both.
Why didn't you adjust your bot settings?
I could have, but I was afraid it was just gonna wick me to something ridiculous price, and I don't want to waste money. I don't want to ruin my port on it.
0.1. That's all you got. $20.
But it wouldn't have gone through though. I don't think.
That's dude. Apparently, these people that I was listening to, they got it on that. They forced it through. I mean, like I said, they go with a grain of salt, but
I gave up on it.
I was on Jupiter, and then I realized I couldn't get through it all. I tried adjusting my slippage, didn't do anything. Basically, these people were running like turbo slippage at like 21% and running those 0.1.
Crazy.
But yeah, no, Melania was
MWH, Melania with hat, MWH. It's because the hat she wore today.
Oh my god, yeah. All right, so going back to this whole story here, what were your thoughts on this? Well, yeah,
I mean, of course I thought it was fake too. I'm like, there's no way there's 2 in the weekend.
I didn't know. I didn't think it was fake. I knew instantly it was there. I knew like right away. He retweeted it. I was like, oh fuck, it's her official account. There you go, round 2. I more so was like the gut punch of like, fuck, there's more than one of these things coming. Their whole family is about to fucking get a coin.
No, but what you said made absolute sense. Printed last night. You said something like, when he becomes president, he can't launch something for personal means. I forget. You said you read a thread or something talking about that, and that made 100% sense.
So yeah, to reference that. So somebody, again, maybe this is real or fake. I don't know. I'm sure that. Technically, I mean, I guess there's loopholes to it, but yeah. So before he was sworn in, right? He's not the sitting president at the moment. But once you get sworn in, right, as a president, you're not allowed to promote things or your business for personal gain. Essentially, like products for personal gain. Like you're not allowed to do that as a president. So some were saying that he launched these before he got sworn in, and he wouldn't release more after the fact, which we haven't technically seen anything from him after the fact or his family members. Although others have like this company, somebody could launch it on behalf of him, but could he retweet it? Did that be endorsing, right? A product. Could he do that? I don't think he could. So I don't know. President. Are we as president? But you know who could? He did, although he doesn't have a social media, but he definitely could go somewhere. Trump and them could retweet it. Everybody's waiting for Barron. Everybody's waiting for Barron. So that would be the logical one that I would think would come next. If there are more. Somebody said Barron and then Kai, the granddaughter or Eric Trump's daughter.
I saw that one. That one's actually running right now. It's at 5 mil.
Is it really?
Yeah.
See, oh man, they made one for like his whole family. They made literally. I think I put a post out yesterday, which I jacked the picture over from Magic Eden, but I'm gonna put it over there because it was still funny to me. It was like first Trump, now Melania, now next up on the board.
I like that.
Like who we got coming up next?
That's actually
crazy. So I mean, it would make sense that Barron was the one.
Barron does make the most sense. He definitely knows crypto the most out of all of them. Easily. I know he's a young kid, but he's the one that's in the trenches like we are.
The funny thing for me, let me see. Yeah, this is the one today. He's sitting there at the inauguration. Somebody all he had to do was mention crypto. That's all he fucking
He had one job. Just mention crypto.
Fucking mention crypto, bro. And I think here was another thing with that of why it became more real is Donald Trump Jr. He tweeted it, right? We're proud that what we accomplished in crypto. Trump is currently the hottest digital meme on earth. I truly believe that World Liberty Fi will revolutionize DeFi, CeFi, and will be the future of finance. We are just getting started. Which this was the other piece to the puzzle, right? Their World Liberty Financial. They released their token sale for, what was it, like YFly or WLFi back in November. Was it November? They had their sale for this on ETH, and it got eaten up in like an instant. So they put a tweet out that came out yesterday, almost 24 hours ago. It said, "Great news! An additional 5% of our token supply is now available to purchase." Or they added an extra due to overwhelming demand. We're going to add an additional 5%. They tweeted that. And then it opened up an extra 5%, and they sold that out too. Damn. On top of that, today, numbers are a thing, right? And people were tracking their wallets. 47th president, right? Today they purchased 47 million ETH, $47 million worth of ETH, wrapped Bitcoin, Aave, Link, TRX, and ENA. Interesting DeFi portfolio holdings right there. Aave and Link, TRX, Tron.
I would say TRX was the weirdest one to me.
It was. I don't even know what's ENA. You know what that one is? I don't know.
No, I don't know.
But
I'll look it up right now, though. Can you? Hey, can you just talk about the Gary network real quick?
Oh, Gary's here. Where's Gary?
He's not. They're not there. They're not there yet.
Holy shit! That would have been a great plug right there. There you go. Melania's different vesting schedule.
Is it called Fena? What's that?
I don't know. Melania has a different vesting schedule. Yeah, I don't know if I can pull that up, the tokenomics for the Trump one. where Melania's tokenomics were a lot different than Trump's. And they said it was a different team.
30 days, Sham said, yeah. Is different team? That's weird.
Yeah, somebody said it was a different team. So their token distribution, 35%, team vesting, a treasury of 20%, community of 20%, liquidity 10, and public distribution 15. So a little different versus Trump's.
I imagine Melania like all Saturday whining, I want my own token too.
Exactly.
Let me have one, please. Make one for me.
I want my own. This is the requirement. You think you're better than me? Then let me drop one and let's see what the people choose. If you do notice on Trump's profile, so he posted this one, right? Like he originally tweeted his over here, and then he retweeted talking about Trump and World Liberty Fi. And then you notice right after he did that, he's like, wait, she's getting way too much attention. So what did he do? He retweeted it to put it back to the top.
Yeah, that's funny. That was funny.
Which this also platform over here, was it Moonshot? What was the platform they used? Was it Meteor or Moonshot?
I think it was Moonshot.
Yeah, it's Moonshot. You could buy direct over there, credit card, debit card. But yes, this was the tokenomics that people were freaking out about. Let me see if I can pop this open over here. 36%. So, all right, here's the craziest part to me, right? Where like people are looking at this. Emission is 3 years over here. Circulating supply to start is only 200 million, 20% of the 1 billion over here. And the public distribution, 10%, liquidity, 10%, right? Then you look at, they have creators in CIC Digital, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that make up 80%. The rest of it.
Wild.
Have you ever seen anything like that? Like if this was not the president in any other coin, imagine an 80% dev share or community share. Nobody would invest in this. Everybody would just be like, absolutely fucking not.
They would be literally grilling them hard in spaces right now.
Oh, they would be like, what are you guys, three assholes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that just shows you the power of Trump and the presence that he has, that aura, that dominance of social media. He's got to be the number one searched person on Google of all time, like, and probably the main topic. Yeah, everybody's been, he's the main. Whatever he does, people are paying attention. So I saw an interesting thing. I'll have to pull it up over here. Give me 1 sec while I pull it up from Hoskinson. But it was interesting because I was kind of like, Hoskinson wants to be part of like the cool kids crowd a little bit, like getting in on the crypto side of like the regulation portion over there. And what was interesting to me was his take on it. And he kind of joked about it a little bit. I don't know if you saw any of his posts over here. Let me pull it up. So he posted like a meme. I forget what movie it's from. Where the guy's like is walking down, his ship's about to blow up. He's like on a ship, and he's just walking, and everything's blowing up around him. I forget which movie that's from. Here, I'll post it right here. So he goes, crypto of 2025. All right, we got a new regulatory strategy for crypto. Hear me out. A little crazy, but let's have the president launch a meme coin that goes to $30 billion. The OGs who spent the last decade pushing for mainstream legitimacy and serious legislative conversions. Our conversations. Just walking. Which is true, dude. Charles. There was another thing he posted too. And I don't know if it's actually on his or if it was a reply. But he made he brought up an interesting topic, I thought. He basically, here it is. So he said, so I don't die of a brain aneurysm caused by extreme cognitive dissonance. I'm going to treat Trump token as a new kind of asset. It's a political approval token that measures Trump's current popularity, power, and reach. If the number goes up, then it's due to those metrics increasing. The same goes for the converse. And I think that's a super interesting way to look at it. Basically, I agree. He's tokenized himself. His personality, his social presence online is now tokenized, and if people approve of him and agree, that token value goes up, and consequently, if they don't agree, it goes down.
Every crypto decision he makes, whether we agree with it or not, is going to make that price fluctuate too. Every decision on crypto now from him.
Not even crypto, anything. Like this sentiment, like today, all day long, I'm over here listening, over here wondering like what's happening today. You know, people are like in the inauguration, is he going to mention the crypto? Is he going to mention his token? All right, inauguration passes, that it was hovering all day long, right around like that, anywhere from 35 to 40 bucks all day long. And it would go up and down like sentiment wise based on what he was saying. And then they're like, all right, no, we're waiting for the executive orders to be signed. Wait until he starts talking about that. He'll mention it at some point. And if he signs the executive order saying the Bitcoin reserve, or that he's doing the Bitcoin reserve, crypto is it's going to go nuts. If he mentions the Trump token, going to go nuts. That just passed tonight, all the executive orders. He didn't do it at the stadium, at the Capital One Arena. Oh, he's going to the White House now. He's going to go to the Oval Office. He's going to sign more. Just wait. Didn't happen. And so you're seeing that price now affected by that, right? Yes. Right. It was up to like $40. So everything he does is being watched with a fine tooth comb. But the second that he mentions that, you're going to see that God candle go up.
What, you know what? I was talking with Saran and Aaron, a couple other crypto buddies yesterday, and they somewhat disagree with me on this. And I was like, if you don't think Trump's going to give that token some sort of utility, you're nuts. Whether it be him make it a use-based currency for big corporations to start to use, or you have to hold a certain allocation for a certain, I don't know, tax break or whatever. There's definitely a reason why he came out with that meme coin, and not just because it's a meme coin. There's definitely going to be some sort of utility or use case for it. We just don't know what he's going to use it for yet. Of course, I'm just speculating and guessing, but I strongly feel that way. I don't think he would just come out with a meme coin just to do it.
Like, I've seen this as the debate about it. Why would he do that? And he's a bit, you got to think about it. Not only is he a president, right? Like, everybody knows him now for that, but dude, he was a businessman. He's always been a businessman. I think, and a lot of people think that he was doing it to make some money. He was doing it to make some money on his brand. He did it with the NFTs, right? He's launched multiple collections on the NFTs. He's made money. He's made other people money.
That was the argument, yeah.
And his family, right? His son is pushing for it. Like, Dad, you need to do a coin. He's like, oh, you know what, son? All right, sounds good. I'll go ahead and do that. But I don't think they didn't know the magnitude of what was going to happen, or the amount of money that's gone into that. He's probably like, okay, holy shit, you know how much money's in this right now, and we hold this much over 3 years, and vesting starts happening in 90 days from now. They're probably looking at it a little different, of like, all right, we got to do something for this, right? Like, we got to figure a way to make this work long term.
Well, my counter argument to that is he can't be on any of the bills right now, like the $1, the $5, the 10, etc. So he wants to be in something or a currency that he could be the first of, that gives it a use case for the world, not just America, but the world to use, to kind of flex on. I just have a feeling that that's where he's going with it, to make it a use case currency in some form. Now, I don't know what that form may be, but I feel like he's going to give it utility.
I don't know, man. I feel like it's a slippery slope to do. I don't know. Like
they did yesterday. Literally, we had the same argument discussion with them.
It's just a slippery slope to go, because like, how can you legitimize the dollar? Like, he's definitely an old school guy. Like, I don't think he's like looking at like crypto like, oh yeah, now I'm just going to go crypto. No, he absolutely wants the dollar to be strong. I think he looks at this stuff of like, hey, this is a cool new business opportunity for our younger generation. We want their businesses to thrive. Bitcoin, I think, he really had to be sold. If you think about this, I don't know how many years, was it 2021? He made a statement of how he did not like Bitcoin. He was not a fan of it. He didn't like the way it was. He basically thought it was like vaporware. And he didn't think it was long lasting. And he's completely flipped that approach now, because he's seen the success it's had. I think his kids have gotten him really into it, and he's been like educated a little bit more. I think he gets it. But don't make no mistake, he's not like, he's still old school. He still wants that dollar to be there. So I don't think he like looks at it in the lens that we're like, hey, yeah, give it utility now. Like, no.
Well, I only say that though because I only even had that thought as well, is because I remember Elon a few years ago let people purchase Teslas with Doge. I know he's turned that off since. Now I don't know if he's going to revisit that and either turn that back on or have his own Elon token. But I'm very curious to see if corporations or businesses decide to accept Trump as a currency to purchase their items, because there are certain businesses that do accept crypto as a form of currency. Obviously, the main players,
right?
Crypto. So I'm very curious if they're going to start using the Trump token.
Well, you got to look back at like where all this is going. Like you've got the World Liberty Fi, and you see they're going to make DeFi one of the greatest things. Well, why did they choose the Solana blockchain, right? Like I mean, obviously it's probably influenced from his family of like, you can't launch it on ETH. The gas fees will be ridiculous. Yeah. Everybody will absolutely hate crypto. The most place that it makes sense to launch a meme coin right now is Solana. Like that's the place to go. He had, and then the craziest part of that whole story is they had like that crypto, basically like gala that Friday night, and had like all the top people over in crypto. Didn't even tell him, just launched it. I think it was what's that kid? That guy, Nick.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's what the glass. Yes, he was posting a lot of live videos there,
and they didn't know what was going on. And how much funny! Like he didn't need those.
Parrot.
Yeah, that's exactly what. I don't know how to explain that guy more than he looks like a parrot. But he, what it basically showed is like, I don't need the crypto industry. I can do it on my own and pump it. I can make money without you guys. I mean, and it got everybody talking. I see, people are like, hey, he's lying in his pockets. Maybe he is, but I also don't think you start your presidency with a rug coin, shit coin. Like he doesn't want to lose. If you look at Trump, he's an ego man, right? He does not like to lose. So I don't think there's a world where this goes to zero. That's not a thing. Unless something is completely, no, there absolutely won't happen. But I do think that concept interesting that Hoskinson did state is that they are essentially a new asset class. People are tokenizing their personalities now onto the blockchain, and we talked about SocialFi, right? I think we talked about with the Hyena coin over on Cardano a while back, but basically tokenizing your profile, your social media presence, and if people buy into you and they like you, you're worth more.
Makes you think of that Black Mirror episode where you can rate individuals but stars. I don't know if you saw the Black Mirror episode, but they're, like you said, tokenizing it now.
And you saw everything, right? Zuckerberg, Ivanka, Elon, Melania, everybody is being tokenized, and whether it's official or not. But they're not even memes anymore. It's a whole nother class. Like that's not funny. It's just a personality, and people are just going off that. And you're gonna see that. There will be that funny, memes originally were just the funny pictures or something that people could relate to, a community back thing. We saw things then turn basically into businesses when you see things like Snack. Like Snack's not funny. Originally it was funny because they're making fun of the Chill Kong thing, but it became way more than that. And then these now are completely in a different asset class, I'd say.
Well, now that the president tokenized it, we're going to come out with our Freedom 35ers token next week.
Hey, dude, one day that thing's coming out. Oh, we got to get
honestly at this point, we might as well do it.
Yeah, but we got to do it to get it. We got to get some payoff, dude. We got to have something fun with it if we ever did. I don't want to just be like, oh, you guys suck, that nobody bought it, and just go to oblivion. I think that hurt me more than anything. Like it just didn't even make a dent. It just went away, like instant zero.
There's 3 buyers. Oh, it's me, you, and Tom. Okay, perfect.
The bots got it at, all right, what's it sitting at? Oh, a $6,000. Okay, bye.
we didn't drop one. We're just kidding.
Yeah.
We're just kidding.
Yeah, you'll know. There'll be signs. But what's interesting to me is where this goes from here, like what this means for crypto, because basically this took the liquidity out of everything in crypto. Everything was down. Your favorite meme coins were down. People were selling their positions that they've had for years, some of them, to get this coin. It reminded me of like Black Friday or something like that, where you rush to get the shiny new thing. And it's one of those lessons in crypto that you chase the shiny new thing, you lose your liquidity. And because a lot of people said a lot of the Trump team or whoever launched the contract, they sold a lot of it at the top, and then they bought a bunch of it back once it tanked after that second coin launched, and they just bought up your bags, and they're market making on you basically.
100%.
And this is where you gotta have conviction. Like I there's such a strong support here. Like anywhere like that 35 like million or yeah, I guess it's technically 8.84 right now, but it basically that $34-$35 like range is where it's found a ton of support or resistance, I guess. That support, I guess. I don't know my TA. You know what I mean?
You're right.
Do you think? Do you think? Where does this thing go from here?
Like you said, though, he tokenized himself, so it all based on when is he going to bring it up? Because if he doesn't bring it up soon, the next couple of days, that is going to probably go down a bit. And I'm honestly banking on that so I can get in lower. Yeah. Because when he does talk about it, I'm speculating maybe at least a 2x on it from when he talks about it. If he signs something, if he brings up his token in a positive light, I think it will, from any point, be a 2x. Now, I might take that statement back if it's at $80 because I don't know if it's going to go to 160. But I could probably confidently say if it's $40 or under, it'll probably 2x if he like nationally talks about it live on TV or something.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, the minute he goes, dude, yeah, he gets up onto that mic and he just goes, "Do you guys see my coin?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's be billions and billions. And billions.
Some say the best ever. Yeah, as soon as he says that, the largest meme coin launch in history. Yeah,
how about
as soon
Melania?
As he says that, Melania, she did pretty well too, huh? As soon as he starts talking like that, that thing goes nuts. Will it hit its all-time high? I again, we're just getting started here, man. This is the first fucking day. Is this thing? I mean, if you think Cardano is sitting at $1 right now, and you want it to get to 5, 7, 12, fucking stupid $25, whatever you idiots are calling for, over there.
Wow.
You don't think that this is gonna go up? You guys are insane. Although that vesting schedule gets scary long term. But yeah, at this range, do we see an all-time high? Do we see 100 billion market cap? I think so. The fact that people were calling, I didn't think we ever would see it go this high, but the fact that retail, what people don't forget about is this thing got to 74 billion, or just call it, it was roughly more like 15 billion, like actual market cap, without a tier 1 listing. Like that, Coinbase wasn't in.
Did anybody that's like not in crypto in your family or your friends text you about the Trump token? Did your mom or dad text you? Did Chris text you? Anybody?
I mentioned to my parents because I was looking at it when it was at $35 and I saw it jump to 75 the next day, and I sent it over to them. I was like, "You guys saw this?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, haha, that's crazy." And I was like, "You guys should get it." And they're like, "We would, but we have no idea how to."
See, so when they simplify that, that's when you're going to see price action too, because the diehard Trump fans, the ones that truly support him, that honestly don't know anything about crypto, they will be doing that. They got that old money too, a lot of them, to be purchasing bags.
Today I got a text, like I know my brother and them were following it, but my brother did follow up, and he goes, and of all places, right? They don't think about Coinbase or any of that. What he goes is, "Dude, you see you can trade Trump on Robinhood?" That was the text I got.
That's funny.
Did you see it on Robinhood? Which I guess I don't really trade stocks, like traditional stocks like that. I'm just a degen in the crypto trenches. Yeah. And I guess if I was to not be out there, I guess Robinhood would make sense, right? Where you would see it. And Robinhood actually front ran Coinbase last night at like midnight. The notification dropped that Robinhood had it up for trading.
Smart move.
Front ran the shit out of them. Although when you tried to do it, like it was buggy as hell. Like they were struggle busting too when that demand hit.
It would be curious how they do that and how it. So do you hold it in your Robinhood account? How does that work?
Yeah. So basically, it's just like the crypto over there. Essentially, it's like a set.
Okay, I got you.
Not your keys, not your wallet. You go over there, you funded up your money with your bank account or whatever, and then you just buy it, and it says you have X number of shares or technically tokens, right? And then you could sell it out. Same concept, right? Like it's it's on Coinbase. And then finally Coinbase got it online. I'm waiting for the Binance listing. Did it get listed on Binance officially yet? Not yet.
I don't think so.
It says Trump USDT Binance right here. So I guess it is.
Is it?
I mean, it's got to be, right? I mean, unless that's wrong. It has to be. Well, it's interesting to see where all the market, like Kraken, I think was one of the first exchanges to get it up and running. Unless this is just showing it on.
It says Binance plans to list Donald Trump's official Trump token.
Okay, so it's just basically you can view it on Binance. Is the way I'm reading this right now.
Probably you could view but not trade it, because the Coinbase does that sometimes with tokens. Like Ripple back in the day when it was like locked, you could view it, but you couldn't trade it.
Let's see, because they would do. I know it is on Binance. I thought you could trade on Binance because there was perps on Binance that people were doing. They were taking out longs, like 25x longs and shit on it. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I don't check. I'm
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was because people were longing it. I don't have Binance. I guess maybe in the U.S. it's a little different too. Quick, Kraken was quick. Yeah. Let me see. Let's see.
Did anybody know that answer? Is it on Binance? Chat?
It's got to be because I saw people talking about it yesterday. Dude, oh my god, this is a bright screen.
You used to love it.
Oh my god, it's blinding me.
There's a new Baron token that since been talking. It's at 16 million now. Why?
Why not?
Is it the real one? Let me see this thing. If it was real, we've seen a retweet or something.
Maybe not Binance.us. I swear I saw people talking about going on Binance and doing some perps on and longing the shit out of the stuff. And I saw somebody who was going to get wrecked on. I don't know. Whatever.
Curly says it's on MEXC.
It is. I did see it on that though. Or there it is right there, MEXC. Gate.io. Crypto.com had it. What's crazy about Crypto.com is they have on their app, it says Crypto.com by Trump. Like on their app.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like that's the effect that has had. But it's still insane to see. Actually, we got a little run back at 35. But yeah, as far as long-term outlook on this, dude, I think because we're talking bull, right? Like what's our total market cap right now we're at what? Maybe under 3 trillion, close to that total for the, yeah, we're at 3.52 trillion market cap for the entire industry right now. I'd imagine this goes up quite a bit this year, assuming that we're in the bull market, right? Like,
you think you 2x that across the board?
I forget what the high was. I mean, somebody knows that maybe. Could I see what this would be? What was the highest market cap ever? All time was 3.71. Shit, is this the highest it's ever been? It looks like it. And that's how we know we're in a bull. The 3.71 is what I see. I mean, we're at.
Oh wow! Dang.
Is that right? Am I reading that right?
I think you are. Yeah.
So all-time market cap, roughly 3.71 trillion. We are at the highest time ever right now.
Go to the date where his token came out. Is that big candle there?
It's gotta be, right?
No. They can't. Yeah.
No, it isn't.
Oh, it's
We're
not.
Here.
Wow.
So it jumped in though. Like if you zoom in, so actually it ran up 12.15. What happened on 12.15? Was that when Bitcoin broke 100K?
Probably. Yeah, that sounds about right. Honestly.
Somewhere right around there. So yeah, it spiked again on the 19th, or 18th roughly. Yeah. So we're at the high of the market at the moment. So what do you think? Are we going to see the next $1 trillion coin this cycle that's not Bitcoin? The next run, Ethereum right now is 391 billion. So they've still got a little over a 2.5x, roughly, only a little less than that, to go before hitting $1 trillion. XRP.
Question: do you think XRP hits $1 trillion before Ethereum?
Oof. If they keep adopting it, I don't know, man. $1 trillion. So Even if they
It's
got
like roughly a 6x from that.
here, let's take our handy dandy calculator, TJ. 391 divided by 179. So they're at 2.
I know you want that crypto hand. That's why you're saying yes. You want that to happen. He's going to see Ripple rich.
So that would put XRP at if it's at Ethereum's market cap right now, 391 billion. That'd put XRP at 679. A 679 XRP price wise, which is insane because that was at 50 cents in November, and I'm kicking myself for not getting more.
I actually think that's
really
very obtainable. I've seen even the XRP account was saying that or the army was thinking they put $14 today or something.
Oh, I'd imagine. So do the math on that, right? Like, what's it got to get to hit 14? Dude, that's what did we just hit? 3.91 from there. 14.
Oh, sorry,
14x.
What did I say?
No, that'd be crazy. Oh, to get to 14 would be what?
Don't quote me. I forget what did he say?
A 4.5x, TJ, from where they're at. They'd have to get to 805 billion.
Okay, that's what I said. Hitting a trillion, what would XRP be?
It would be 14. It would be $14
At a trillion, right?
at 805 billion.
What is it at a
Not
trillion?
even a trillion. At a trillion?
That's what we were figuring out.
Here you go. It'd be a 5.58x to get to a trillion. So that price
311.
1737
Damn.
to get to a trillion. $17, a $17 XRP. You'd have a 34x from November.
That's wild.
Holy. I see a lot of people with this feeling. I think a lot of people are with ETH, especially with just the failed staking and like. Although Vitalik he changed his PFP to a Milady, I don't know what's going on over there with them. But the Trump Foundation did buy a ton of Ethereum. I don't think ETH goes away. They're still trying to figure it out. Although they did get destroyed by Solana this go around. Solana, that's an interesting one to pay attention to this market. Over number 5 right now behind Tether. Technically, we don't count Tether. They're the number 4 highest market cap. They overtook BNB. That gap is just growing right now. And Solana's at 116 mil. What's your price prediction for Solana this go around? They're at $239. Yeah.
500 plus.
500 plus?
Yeah.
So
that would put them after that.
So that would put them closer to Ethereum's market cap right now, if they got to that.
Yep.
Which I think is doable.
Plus is realistic with the Trump token being over here, with the casino being over here. I think it's just going to get more and more popular as time goes on, and when he starts talking about crypto more. He just has to say the word Trump token on Solana, and Solana is going to go up significantly.
Oh yeah.
555 sold. That's a good guess, too.
555 sold puts you roughly at a 386 million, roughly just right about the price of Ethereum. So if you can get to Ethereum's market cap, it'll be 500 and something bucks.
Chat, what do you think?
That's an interesting one. I like doing these kind of fun numbers. Here's the super interesting thing down here is that Solana has jumped like crazy, obviously, because of the usage and just, all these memes doing pump fun over the last year. It's just been insane. Cardano down here, 34, roughly just about 35 billion market cap, over a 10x away from Ethereum at the moment. It's not coming anywhere close to this. I don't think this cycle. I don't think it's getting.
What did you say?
Cardano.
Nah.
Cardano is at 35 billion. They would need to hit over a 10x to get to just to get to Ethereum's market cap now. Currently.
So you're saying it won't hit $10 this cycle?
I don't think so. So realistic. You're looking at it, right? Like Cardano has not had the social perspective. They do not have the TPS currently to handle. And some people were like, "Oh, haha, Solana broke during that Melania thing," and somebody was like, God, could you imagine if only how funny that is? Yes, but can you imagine if that happened? Cardano had something like that launch. The chain would be backed up for days. Like literally, the transactions would still be going through right now because
I don't think people remember when the Snackbot situation happened. We had one day of an influx of volume and people over here, and it was congested like crazy. But no one wants to talk about that. And I'm not hating on Cardano. Obviously, I love Cardano. I'm just saying you can't make fun of that chain when there's still situations and issues on our chain right now that need to be fixed.
And Hydra, the scaling, I understand they're making progress on that, but we're not there yet. But that will be a huge catalyst for Cardano.
And honestly, I think that's a great problem to have for any chain. You're breaking the chain. That means you have a lot of people in volume coming over there to try it out. That's great.
I agree.
No, I don't agree with the product not working though. That I didn't agree with that day.
I just don't think some of their infrastructure. They had shitty code, Snackbot. That was another thing that a lot of people were like, the devs looked at it and there was just a mess of code in there that they were like, yeah, this was written better. It wouldn't have had half the problems. So that's a more of a skill issue, I think, for them. But Curly Knox said if we can get the Hydra working and running BTC DeFi, we have a chance. I've seen that like reverse of the UTXO model, being able to take like Bitcoin OS. I know was talked about for a while, and then they wanted to launch their own token, and everybody kind of got cold feet with them. They're like, I don't know about this. But if we can get some of that Bitcoin volume over here running on Cardano's infrastructure,
yes,
that will be a great catalyst. There's use cases for all these different cryptos, right? Like Solana is the casino. Solana is where the market is. The younger generation is like. Honestly, I was listening to these spaces, these kids that are like 17 to 20 years old that got ridiculous amount of money because they're just in the trenches. They have the time. They're locked in right now, and these kids, their two favorite ones right now that I've been listening to are Solana and XRP of all things. Those are the ones that they talk about the most that they like, which is interesting to me. So y'all guys boomers over here on Cardano, which is if market dynamics, people who watch our channel and just overall interaction for what I've seen on the timeline, majority of people in Cardano, I feel like are close to 30 or above, like demographic wise. Probably like mid 30s, honestly, like right around like our age. I feel like is like the average age for the most part. Although I mean, there's some of our little content creators over there on Twitter and shit are younger, but I would say somewhere closer to like 30. So price point, I saw so would put it 405 for crypto hands. To get to 405, we need to almost 4x essentially where we're at right now. That would put us at what? Another 70 to 140, 177 million or billion, right?
I think that's a little more
140,
obviously, than $10. Obviously,
140. Yeah, 140.
I think if Charles Hoskinson has any say or input with the current presidency and involvement in that, I think that'll obviously help the price of Cardano.
If he can get in that crypto council here, the hardest part for Cardano is we've always been a dorks to the blockchain, right? We've never been cool. Everybody's always dunked on Cardano for whatever reasons they've had, right? Charles has got to get, like, Charles is a super likable guy. He's great in spaces, even in cross-chain spaces. You know, he tends to do really well with others. He needs to, and they got RFK. You can't forget about that. They had RFK speak at Rare Evo this year. Although he was on a video call, they weren't in person. He did get RFK's attention, so he's got some connections. And I know he's supposed to be going. He's spoken in front of the Senate before. I know he's supposed to be going, or I thought, some people thought he was going to be in, and maybe he is part of the council that helps adopt and shape the framework for regulation over in the U.S. now. An interesting part was it Coin Gecko? You see this today too, which I thought was interesting. That they have top made US coins. I guess that'd probably be easier to do it from this link right here. You see this today?
I have not. I'm gonna comment on Shams in a second.
Okay. There we go. They have a category today, top made in USA coins by market cap. The made in USA market cap today is 521 billion.
Wow.
And guess who's in there? XRP, Solana, USDC, and then Cardano.
Yeah. Nice.
So
that's cool. Vitalik is pivoting and finally rocking ETH PFP. Charles should lead him too. I think now he might do that. I think it was a gray area before, obviously for implications legality wise, but now that Trump has his own meme token, I feel like all of these founders can support or rock and do whatever now. I think they're truly decentralized with what they do with their own personal image and profiles. So if he wanted to, I feel like he could now.
I mean, yeah,
without
he's
any repercussions for it.
I mean, he's rocking the Milady right now. He's going into the degen mode, right?
That's what I'm saying. That just embrace it at that point. You're not going to get quote unquote in trouble for doing that.
No, I think you always had to be careful. You got to think though, besides Bitcoin, like Ethereum was the platform everybody was going to. Like, I feel like you had to kind of be like, you kind of were in the spotlight to like, you make a wrong move and you could lose it. Like, I know he's felt the pressure from XRP. I know he's felt the pressure from Solana and these other chains that are coming up right now. You know, besides Bitcoin, but you know, Bitcoin's great, right? It's a store of digital gold value, but like it's tough to build on it. And it was never initially designed to be built on top of, right? People have gotten very creative with runes and gotten creative with ordinals and other things. And they're just now unlocking some like potential with it, right? To do that. But Ethereum was the one that was the platformer. And then Solana, whether you like it that the network shuts down or whether they call it centralized, whatever you want to call, but dude, the normal person doesn't give a shit about that. And as long as it works and it's fast, that's what they care about. And it's the classic Yahoo versus Google situation that we see in these early crypto days. Dude, it's the Wild West out here. And people are going to go what works. And
they're going to go where the volume is too.
And the president launching a meme coin on Solana says a lot. They just essentially, I think, forefronted Solana to the front of the market, obviously outside of XRP, which I think is obviously in with the government, and they're working to do their thing just for the payment system and other technologies they're working with. But everybody's already knew about XRP for years. That was one that people were betting on. They bought the SAC. I think a lot of people backed that because they were kind of fighting for crypto in general. And rightfully so, they're sitting up there now. But I don't know, man. This is interesting right here, like the USA coins. I think that's interesting. More so for the fact that they're not XRP. They're not USA technically coins. They're global coins, obviously. But it's interesting that these are coins that are founded in the United States of America. Now with a pro crypto government, they'll be able to thrive. And Trump wants these companies to do well, wants the jobs, wants these developers to stay here. And I think that's why it's exciting, at least for us, especially that you can have that, that Silicon Valley of crypto technically over here. And I think that's why a lot of people are excited for this year, because it's almost like a super cycle. It's out beyond the normal 4 years of, hey, every 4 years the stuff goes up and people get more and more excited, the industry grows, new things are being built. And this year it's more like, no, we have the full support of this of the United States, and we'll see where this goes from here, man. But I get fucking amped up talking about this shit now because it's like we're here. The catalyst is here. If you guys aren't locked in right now, like, you start paying attention right now. It's January. It's January 20th, and when we saw those gains that we did 4 years ago, it was roughly like that May-ish timeline, like April, May is when you really started to see things get really silly to get everybody's attention. You got a few months potentially. Who knows? Maybe you got a year. I don't know. Just fucking lock in. Lock in, dude. I'm telling you to lock in. TJ just locks out. It's got my PFPs rocking over there. Oh, okay. TJ's he's got a couple things to take care of with the kids, which is good. Welcome to the TONNY show with your host, Tommy. Wake up. You guys here? Can you hear me?
Can you fucking hear me?
I'm going to take this down. Guys, chat. You guys are still here listening in. Make sure to go down there and hit that like button if you're over on YouTube. If you're on Twitter, X, say hi, retweet, like, share, We're here every Monday. We've been here every Monday for over 3.5 years coming up on now. We are on our 125th live stream. We've done over 110 podcasts. Too many episodes to date to talk about. Yeah, shout out to you guys for showing up over here on this Monday. If you guys are excited, like I am, let me know down in the comments what you guys are looking forward to. Price predictions, whatever it is. I'm ready to go. Wake up. Shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to the OGs in chat, man. Really appreciate it. Shout out to you. Quarter Water, man. Thanks for grinding. This year's going to be your year. This year's going to be all our years, Chad's. God, I can't wait for Chad to take off this year. There's so many fun things over in this ecosystem and others. That's one thing that I will say is you get married to a blockchain every now and then, especially when you start doing content, because you get involved with the different communities. You get very comfortable with just their ecosystem, what things they're building. You try to stay relevant in the news on what they're doing. And it's hard to break into like a overall crypto news channel of like doing a little bit of everything, because you just get so lost in the sauce. Like we found our niche in Cardano. But one of the best things that's happened over the last few months is just getting involved again with other ecosystems, getting outside the blockchain, learning about these other technologies. When Runes came out, when Ordinals came out, got me back involved in Bitcoin. In the protocols, things that they've done. I've got these NFTs and these Ordinals sitting over there that I would have never known how to transact or do or met people in. We've dived into Solana like crazy over the last few months, and a lot of people over here were originally like, Solana, screw that. You guys are traders, you guys are centralized, blah, blah, blah. But dude, I've learned a lot of things over here as well, and met some good people. And, shout out to people like Dilly, Clark, and people from the Cardano community that have done super successful over there, made a lot of money. And frankly, it's inspiring to kind of see that kind of stuff, because dude, you're just increasing your network, you're increasing your net worth, and you're increasing your knowledge by being able to swap between all these different things. I couldn't imagine like having to not done what we did with Solana and over the last few months and all the different swaps, and having to make that change of like, I'm in Cardano, I have a lot of money over here, but I don't know how to get it over here in time to make the switch to go capitalize on these opportunities. And I'm thankful that we've gotten the chance to do what we've done. So yeah, shout out to everybody who's learning, jumping around. I'm just giving inspirational talks over here, TJ, while you're out.
I love it, dude. That's good. I agree. I'm pretty sure that's a topic you were talking about, right?
That, just a little bit of everything, just grinding, getting to know new people, new technologies. What we got over here also, Curly Knox asked, what's your prediction if NFTs come back? Will it be old project or new? And if old, which ones? That's a good question.
So, come back. So are they doing nothing right now, or are they just kind of stagnant and undervalued? What would consider a comeback be? And I asked that because that would change my answer for both, I think.
But we went back and looked at like the top NFT collections of all time over here on Cardano. That's where we started, right? And this is across the board for all NFTs. Really, everything over here on this chain is down, and most chains are down at the moment. What I think, as far as coming back, there will be a rotation of money back into this, right? Like, you got to think all the money that people are making into these different meme coins right now, when eventually people are going to have a little bit of extra money to throw around. They're going to want to spend it on some shit. Like that meme coin cycle doesn't last forever. Meme coins don't last forever, usually, unless, they become businesses or communities just become ridiculous. But people wanted to do shit, right? Like NFTs were meant to either, hey, I can flex on you, I've got new artwork. And now you've seen this evolution where people are actually able to like bring their NFTs in game. They're able to like stake for stuff. They're like able to engage with communities. And I think, like you said, that it's way more personal when you have an NFT that you can have, like, that's part of like individualized or part of your personality that people make, versus just being part of like hey, I'm part of a Trump coin. Yeah, we all love Trump together, but there's no like individuality in that. Like NFTs give you that to be able to express. So will they come back? Yes, I think there will be a time when that happens, and the ones that stand out are going to be led by the pudgy penguins, right? Like Bored Apes, I don't know how they managed to fumble what they did. But Pudgy Penguins are now leading that new wave, right? Multimedia, you're seeing that over here on Cardano with Clay Nation becoming the multimedia, multiple things they have going on outside of just being the PFPs. You've seen things like the mining stuff, like Sneckies have taken off a brand new collection that's continued to do well off the hype of Cardano and just Sneck in general off of a meme coin. I think Dirtbirds to me are one of the ones, like if I was betting on like what an NFT collection is, Dirtbirds, I think we've talked to them about, you know, ridiculous amount, the technology and where they're at. If they were on another blockchain, they would be ridiculous price, I think. But yeah, there will be a time and a place for them. I think new ones will come out that will do it better than the old, and it doesn't necessarily mean that the old ones, just because they're OGs, are going to outdo them. They're going to have to come drop something new, and that new liquidity may be able to get them to where that, you know, they're in your face and they take off. Like look at House of Titans, newer collection. Nobody really liked them at first, kind of weird looking. People didn't trust the founder that much. And then, dude, that dude just dived in. He started going switch up routes, and dude, this thing's now a deep in and it's earning people shit and people like it.
I like the new emblem. Looks like Transformers to me. I love Transformers.
It does. Yeah, and yeah, the artwork's upgraded now, at least some of it. Like, God, it started from here, it ended up here. If they can make a comeback, anybody can make a comeback.
Yeah, my auntie lives over there.
Hey, yo, my aunt used to live over there. Then she moved. She got rats.
That shit over here.
Oh shit, my aunt used to live over there too.
Oh man.
Yeah, we've done that joke way too many times.
But you just said, used to be over here, and now they're over here. That's literally what you just said.
Fuck, I don't even know what I was saying, bro. I was just on a roll. What did it? I didn't even know what Curly Knox asked me. I started just going way off on a rant.
So the main question was, what's your prediction if NFTs come back? Will it be an old project or new? And if old, which one? So which projects do you think will either A, come back or flourish even more from where they are now? I already know what the answers are going to be.
Well, obviously, Dirtbirds is an answer of mine. Clay Nation, I think, is not going anywhere. They will be here. Book.io, or not, just all their shit, they'll be around because I think they've got real value. Hosky somehow is going to be around here. As far as come back from the dead, I don't know. I mean, Sneckies seems to be here to stay. Stagepods are always going to be around. I don't know if they'll be the top one, but they'll be around. Let me look if there's any other thing. Omen, I think Omen long term are a great project over this way. An interesting one, which I don't know if they'll come back or not, but can Equine make their comeback over here?
That's a good question. I haven't been following up with them at all.
They're finally like getting the game online a little bit, like finally getting stuff going after all these years, and maybe they're getting ready for the bull market, dude. But yeah, they're doing test races, I guess.
I feel like it needs to be done swiftly, especially during this bull market.
I think they know, like, they got one chance. They've been building all these years, and if they don't make a good debut with what they've got, all that shit they just built will be for nothing. That's just a scary place to be. Cornucopias, God, I haven't mentioned them. Cornucopia is another one. I think will do well long term, as long as people adopt.
Oh yeah. I agree with Cornucopias for sure.
Old money, I would love to see old money do well. I think art never dies. I think there's a time and a place for them. I don't know.
Yeah. I think with people coming over here looking for just good quality art or different art, I think they'll stumble upon old money for sure. I think now more than the old money, especially with Trump in office, will be a good NFT to kind of look into.
They just got to do something outside of just being art if they want to reach a broader audience. But they've had that cult following forever. You know, I don't think that's ever going to go away. They did partner with Skull Alliance, which I know Omen did as well, to do like missions and like stake some of their stuff to earn shit. That's something new, like with Skull Alliance they've done. So if you want to stake your old money assets and earn these nuts, which Trix will get you some prize for, they use another platform to do this stuff essentially, which is smart. So if you guys are interested in that, that's something that's happened, as well as Omen. I've done that through Skull Alliance.
What about mutants or mallards? To be honest, I'm not following that much, but Mallards, I know they got the Raiders Guild stuff going on. I think they definitely have a plan, Mallard, it seems like, and I know Demosthenes is just not going to give up on anything. I know he has a long-term vision for this, so I'm hopeful for them definitely in the future for stuff that they're going to be building.
Raiders Guild, it's honestly, I got to go back and start raiding again. Look at that. I did that for like a week and I earned almost $14 from doing that.
Nice.
So, and you can boost your engagement. Will that long-term reward people? Like, it will enough people use this to make this, worth keep doing? Like, this doesn't work if people don't use it. Like, if they don't do their raids and there's no ADA there, like, it doesn't matter, right? But it's clear the engagement that people get out of it. So with things taking off, I think Maldor has got a chance to do some cool shit. And it seems
mutants. The mutants, I'm not too sure about what they got going on. To be fair though, I'm not really dialed in on the NFT Cardano side. If I'm being transparent, I have not been following much. I've been kind of tunnel vision with the trenches.
I don't know what mutants have been up to either, being honest with you. Been a little while. I don't know what they're doing these days.
Do they still have the raffle system and stuff?
They did. I just don't know what they retweeted or they posted on January 4th raffle of the day.
I think Goofy Goers will still be around as well. They're definitely going to still be around, in my opinion. They got the mining. Derps uses it. House of Titans uses it, I think. So they will definitely still be here and be a thing, Goofy Gophers.
Yeah, the interesting part about that is some of those mining things are starting to cool off. Like Derps Energy, they prepaid all their electricity. Now they've had to now they have to start paying for it now, and their rewards went significantly down now that they had to do that, to allocate away for like electricity and stuff. Like these miners were not making as much, I think, as they used to in some capacity. Although,
because you got to think now that everything in crypto has gone up, they get a smaller allocation of tokens,
which makes sense. It always, I guess, was designed that way. But if they my biggest thing was that the amount of profit that they made, like, they made $30,000 this month. And then a lot of that had to go back. Like, how much of that were they holding in crypto, or were they cashing that all out? Like, like $30,000 is decent if you got a 3x on it now off a different token. Like, that'll be the big thing. Like, I think none of these things made more like 20-30 grand a month.
Are they swapping daily or monthly? Because that's going to be a big factor too.
I know they swapped out the rewards monthly to distribute back to holders in ADA.
Yes, but
I know that.
So on the personal business side of this, of what they collect daily, are they swapping that to like USDC at the end of the day? If they like the quote-unquote
I think that's
price?
Stupid if they were doing that.
I'm just curious how they're doing that.
Well, I think they had to pay their bills that way, right? Obviously, you got to pay for electricity and all that stuff, so they had to swap that stuff to it. But like their actual treasury, I would hope that they were stacking up their BTC and all those other coins that they were mining. Otherwise, that's kind of defeats the purpose, right? Like, you mine it when it's cheap and then you sell it when it's higher.
Yeah,
that kind of defeat the purpose 100%. Of that.
But now that things are up a little bit, are they swapping daily?
I don't know. I guess that's a question for these teams, man. You know what I want to look forward to? I look forward to talking to some teams again. We haven't done that in so long. Like some people that were actually interested in building.
Yeah, I would be interested going forward to talk to teams on other blockchains too, to really kind of broaden our scope of really, taking into or leaning into our crypto channel, not just Cardano channel anymore. I really would love to just talk to other projects on other blockchains and what they are, whether it be a meme token project, whether it be an actual NFT project, whatever the case may be, whatever they're building on other blockchains, I would love to converse with them.
I'm down. Let's find the people and let's do it.
Let's do it.
Are we ever gonna get back into spaces? Then?
I'm not doing spaces. You can do spaces. I'm not doing.
You don't want to grow our channel?
I don't want to do spaces though, dude. I don't like them.
Spaces is the young kids game, dude. That's how you grow.
And I think Spaces is for us personally, especially with our schedules, it could be an impulse, big news thing. Like on Friday when Trump dropped, we could have made a space then. Like, be one of the first spaces that started talking about it.
1,000,000%. Like, we don't need to schedule them, dude. We can just do them. That's the best spaces. You don't ever just like schedule it. You just do it.
Well, we were scheduling them.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. We just pop up a space. We never have just been like, yeah, we're gonna go just chat online for a few hours. You don't need to be video, nothing.
Yeah. Before meme coins, I used to just lurk in spaces a lot to hear some of the BS going on.
I lurk all the time in spaces. I don't ever jump in like I rarely, unless I'm like last time a space I jumped up and talked was with Clays when I won that Bake Nation because I actually won something.
Oh, that makes sense.
I jump over in only chats all the time. And I never talk.
You might actually get paid. Maybe other blockchains. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's true too. I mean, I think when we started this, our goal was more so to like just kind of like get a network a little bit more. Maybe if we made money along the way, like from what we did, great. It was more so like, let's just get our name out there so we can figure out and talk to more people.
Well, even now, like most of you guys have heard this, like we don't turn on our what is it?
Oh, yeah,
ads or whatever monetization on this.
We've never. Right now. I don't think we ever.
We had it on for a little bit, yeah.
Never making sense. Cardano NFT, we should have chose a better niche. Cardano NFTs and stuff really weren't the grind. And unless you got, I mean, the only real successful content creator that came out from the bear, but outside of Block is Hot, which he launched his own project, so I don't count that one as much, would be Fareed from DAP Central. He was one that just straight up hit the ground running, and that dude just put in so much work, put a video out every single day, and just got better and better in network. He'd be the one that I guess would be like the anomaly to that, and then what it takes to, and he talked more broad shit like price and ADA and all that shit that people want to hear, not NFTs. If you were me, Blake, Atlantic, Thor, one of us, dude, we all just disappeared, and it's a few hundred views.
He's crushing the views too, crushing it.
Oh, DAP, yeah.
I was just checking out. Almost about 20K subscribers, like 14K, 7.5K views on stuff.
Oh yeah, dude, he's the real deal over there. Shout out to him. He'd be fun to like get on because I know we talked to who do you call it? Remember at Cardano with Paul? I was on that with Blake and Jason.
Yes,
Block is Hot. Shout out to him too. You know who's in over in our chat? Which I know we shout out.
Dan.
We jumped in on. Yeah, Dan.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Adventure. He popped by.
Did you ever write him back?
No, I didn't. That's what I'm saying. Even I'm such a bad at answering people's DMs. Don't DM me, dude. Just give me a reaction and it's cool.
Yeah, just come to our Discord or our Telegram now to reach us because I'm really bad at that too. Responding back to stuff. And if I do respond back to it, it's going to be days later. Not intentionally. Just literally when I get to it to look at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you guys want to actually connect with us outside of the videos when we're live, we are over in our Telegram, which is in our Discord, which is pinned to the top of this chat on YouTube right now. If you guys would like to get into that, join the Discord real quick. We've got announcements under minor announcements over in chat. If you scroll up, join the Telegram with us. We are basically in the trenches all the time. We are 10 times more active than we are on Discord. It looks like we were rugging you guys over on Discord, but in reality, we're just over in Telegram.
I sent the link over.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you guys want to jump in, chat with us.
Of course, we still have the Discord, but this is where we are mostly.
Discord's more for like announcements of like all of our content. Like, yeah, you can go in there, check that out, check out some of our old stuff when we were grinding and we're creative. When we had time, when I didn't have a kid, you know, it's amazing how much your time changes when you have this.
Yo, I don't know if you knew this though, but Saran was showing me like all the things that or applications that are within ChatGPT. All the videos, music, images, all that stuff within ChatGPT. I was like, damn, we could have been utilizing the shit out of this.
I remember like we did like a couple shorts where you just upload your video in there and it would just transcribe and put the captions and all that and make it all nice. We tried that a couple times.
Well, that was something different. That wasn't within ChatGPT. Like ChatGPT has all of these applications on there now. And I did not know that.
Yeah, dude, we're boomers, dude.
I was like, damn, that thing's dope.
Fuck us. What else we got going on over here in chat? You might actually get paid. Shout out to you guys who are still watching. I see we did pretty decent views over here tonight compared to normal. Trump's still sitting at 36 right now. Melania at 4.25. Still crazy.
To be honest, I want I want Trump to go sub 30. If I'm being honest with you, I really do.
Stop, dude. Stop.
Well, I do, because then I want to
Stop
buy
buying
it.
my bags, dude.
I'm funding it. Don't buy Trump. It's fake. Don't do it. It's bad. What's he thinking?
All right, here, last debate on the Trump thing. To end the night over here. Crypto Twitter was so divided on the coin launch. Why do you think that? Well, like it was either this is the worst move for crypto.
Multiple reasons. But
I mean,
continue with the question.
Multiple. Okay, so Trump drops the coin, and Crypto Twitter was like, "This is." I mean, so there's got to be bag bias. That's number one. Like you didn't get in early enough, so you're
100%. That's
you're
it.
not
You're
in,
fun.
and we see that on all coins. Like that's
coins.
not just Trump, right? The other factor to that is it's political, right? So now you're divided. So if you're not a Trump supporter, you automatically are rejecting that most likely in your crypto Twitter, right? Like I've seen a lot of people in the Cardano community, like different profiles, like kind of just poking fun at them. Like you can clearly tell they're not a Trump supporter, which is fine, right? You don't need to be one. So I think that was another portion to that. And a lot of people were just worried about their overall bags of like, oh, he just made this look like a joke. So now all that gains, the gains that I thought I was going to make are now not going to happen anymore because he just ruined that opportunity for us. He made a stain on crypto. Those were kind of like my takes of like why you wouldn't care about this or why you would be upset about this.
100%. And I think like you said, they were upset they didn't get entry. Right, they were upset they missed it. They were upset that someone had 80% of the allocation and they didn't. So they were fudding a little bit, and then fudding didn't work, so it kept running. They also were like, "Oh, this isn't fair. How can he come out with a token and so came out with one and didn't work, or they got in trouble, or this, that, and the other." So a bunch of those reasons just all wrapped into one why they were quote unquote salty about the Trump token. And a lot of people thought myself, and I wasn't fudding it. I just didn't buy it. I wasn't going to FUD it. I was like, man, I didn't think it was real until the Twitter repost. Post.
I mean, a lot of people just basically talked about it as a grift. I see Carly Knox over here too. He said, I don't think the leader of the free world should be grifting. Because a lot of people are just like, he's just lining his pockets. He's already got way more than enough money. He doesn't need more money. I think I've looked at it I've come to like the way I look at it, like I said, is you've now tokenized a personality. It's a new era that we're in, and it's almost like an approval rating at this point. And what I don't like about, I don't know, I guess it's too quick to judge. Like, I don't know what the long-term plan is for it. Like, I don't know what they have going for it. If it is anything other than just like his NFTs where he sold them and they'll eventually just kind of be there, memorabilia for him. But is that 80%? Like, I think, imagine if the tokenomics were good. Like, 90% in circulation, 5% liquidity pool, or 10% liquidity pool, something like that, and no insider stuff like that. Imagine if it went the good way, what that would have been. Would it still been a grift? Because another way to look at it too is that if you were paying attention and you got in, he just made a lot of people money.
I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say, okay, we could say he was grifting, but there's been so many people on the timeline that had like half a soul left to their name that they made out like a bandit that night, whether it be they made 10 soul on a 15, 20, they just took a punt. They just did a Hail Mary and then they were back in the game now. And if you were already on Solana playing, that shot up Solana's price too. So it wasn't just lining his pocket.
$280.
All the Solana holders, or if you held Solana or people were playing there, and all those Trump tokens in general, you helped all of those people pump their bags that night. So it wasn't just quote unquote for him.
So it's where you get into a slippery slope. Like I said, I don't think people should he should force people to use his token to transact. I don't, like I said, that's you get into that gray area of personal gain. Like that's where things can become a problem. I don't think he's going to force people to do that. If he did, like I said, if he wasn't the president of the United States, sure. If he was just Donald Trump, the businessman, maybe. But yeah, I get in that. I would be upset if he's like, yeah, you got to use Trump to get X right here. I mean, unless I have
all
the
I'm
back,
saying
right?
is that he makes his own rules all the times. All the time, he makes his own
Is that
rules.
an abuse? I guess that's where people go back to. It's an abuse of power. Now,
how many times has he done stuff like that though, where he's abused the power that he has.
Just because he's dead, is it right? I mean, doesn't make it right.
I agree. I'm not saying that. He still does things like that, though.
I think we're in unprecedented territory. I know we talk about regulations and stuff like that. Like, really, this is going to force. That's why he's getting this regulatory commission together, right? Of all these people to come up with this stuff. Gary Gensler's not there anymore. I saw, people love that. I saw a ton of memes about like, you guys wish Gary to be gone, and now look what happens. You guys get rugged on his coin. I've seen so many different things, but really, the regulation's one thing. His meme coin, I don't know what it means yet. Are we just degens being degens? I don't know. That remains to be seen. I think we answered this earlier for you, BF. Anyone having issues with long wait time for transfers and denying Sol Trump coin on Coinbase wallet? We did talk about this earlier, but yes, the wait time when I bought it on Saturday, my Sol swapped instantly on Coinbase. I sent Cardano over. I converted it to Solana, sent it immediately to my Phantom wallet, no problem. Sunday, tried to do the same thing, and I had a 2-hour wait time. And now I see people taking 9 hours, 10 hours a day to get their stuff over from Coinbase, wherever.
Jeez.
We were talking about it being a liquidity problem, potentially, that they just don't have enough Solana Coinbase at the moment to facilitate those orders. So they're having to go to other exchanges or wherever it is right now to get your Solana over to you. So that's why that wait is there. Is too much demand. So I guess that would probably be our answer on that. If you can go to a different, like Simple Swap or Changelly or something like that, maybe recommend going that route, just converting whatever you have to do that. Or you can buy, if you're looking to buy Trump specifically, you can go to their website, Trump's website, and buy it direct with like a credit card or debit card on Moonshot. You can just do it direct over there if you wanted to. Then this was the other thing I saw from like the argument against it is Mark Cuban's been salty. He's been, does not, obviously not a fan of Trump at all. But he mentioned this today because he just doesn't understand the meme coin world. He's like, I'll have to go pull the other tweet. But he wrote, if meme coins are the way, maybe I'll issue one with a twist. Same terms as Trump, 20% float, same release schedule, one difference. All the revenue from the sale of the coins go to the U.S. Treasury. The wallet address will be published so everyone can track it. If you want to gamble, but at least use it to make a dent in the national U.S. debt. You in? Not bad. Not a bad way to look at it.
Not a bad way at all to look at.
But everybody's just like, everybody underneath it's like, go. Yep, gamble on it. Yeah. Because everybody will gamble it. And then it's gonna and then it is gonna dump because they're gonna be like, oh wait, I don't actually want to give my money away and pay off the debt. I want to make money. So the second that trigger goes away, it's gonna be instant up, and then that would hawk Tua pretty much right there. And then everybody would hate Mark Cuban. So even though he comes from a good place of what he wants to do, it's not gonna go the way he thinks it's gonna go.
I mean, he could if he does it right. And I say that because there's been so many Mark Cuban tokens already created before this tweet and after this tweet that how would you know it's the real one until it's already out? You know what I mean? We didn't know it was the real Trump one until it was like hundreds of millions at that point. So you'd be throwing darts at a dartboard at that point, spraying everything.
This is how I knew like Mark was just not in with the culture yet, because he like tagged everybody over at Coinbase and stuff, and he goes, "Are you sure you want to offer meme coins? If so, why not just do your own versions on Base? Why should Solana have all the fun? There's no rules against you making your own. In fact, everyone can do their own Trump and Melania. The only rule is that there are no rules. You think that's good, right? Minute, print it, fell it. Like, dude, everybody does that 10 times a day already. But you got to have the clout. You got to have the back and the personality. Like, they don't give a shit.
Come on, Mark.
Come on, Mark. That's how you know you're a little out of touch with the degens.
Did you see the Cuba thing?
I did see that.
But did you see it? So they posted a CA this morning. Then they deleted it. Then they got CTO'd. Then they dropped another CA, a different one.
And then that one ran up to like 20-something mil, right?
The first one did. They got CTO. They CTO'd Cuba. that's
yes, funny. I did see that this morning. Yeah, you're gonna see more and more of this shit happen.
Yep. And then tonight, the Catholic Church dropped Holy Token. Said it was hacked.
They said it was hacked, huh?
They deleted the post.
Fucked up shit.
Up too. Yeah.
That's fucked up shit.
Yeah.
God, you're not even gonna know like what's real anymore. Everybody, they just know degens are degens, dude. And there's gonna be the people that get in and make their money, and then there's gonna be people that just get ruined and wrecked, and that's what gives crypto that bad stigma. You're never gonna get away from that unless they could figure a way to ban meme coins and all these, like the way that people bid, but they'll never get rid of that. So it's just part of that culture. You just kind of have to like just know what it is. Like there's always going to be this gambling side to it. We're a long way away from it just being the truly decentralized currency that we all hope it can be one day. It will get there, I think so. But we're entering like a financial revolution right now. You'll never see something like this in my time again when it comes to like, the financial industry. Like we're changing how money is being spent, what we think of money, but the concept of it.
Yeah.
And social media, like everything, the rules have changed. And that's why, like, if you're here and we always talk about, it's early, but like, dude, we were talking about it with like Trump, like my parents and stuff. I'm like, yeah, you got to buy it with Solana and then you can go get it. And they just like, well, wait, Solana is a token, but this is a token too? Like, well, how much is that? My dad kept asking that. He goes, how much is that? How much is the Trump is in real dollars? Like, what's it in real dollars?
That's funny.
That's the conversation that I have with them. So yes, the majority of people have no clue yet. And if you're paying attention now, you are still early, but man, it's going to get easier for other people to get in. And when it does, that's where those life-changing gains start to diminish a little bit.
Yep.
But hey, we're here for it. Shout out to you guys. Drop Vatican coin. Tell them to drop that on ADA. There you go, Impala. The Crocs UEX Finance dropped a mobile app. Okay, I did not check that out.
Dang. So the Donald J. Trump post from his Truth Social Twitter, which has 1.2 million followers, just tweeted 19 minutes ago a new token. But I genuinely think this one is fake because I was just Googling the actual Truth Social and he doesn't have it on there.
It was a fake Truth Social post? Like, was it like a screenshot of it?
No, it's like a legit clickable. I sent you the link.
While you're rug my computer?
Hold on, give me a second. I'll look it up. I'll pull it up.
Is this the post or the link?
Post.
I'm not clicking the link. It's the post. Okay.
You click the link. It's legit Pump Fun link.
Oh, it's Pump Fun? Dude, they would never release a Pump Fun.
But they posted it. This Twitter. It looks fake though. It looks hacked.
Go to it. Where is it?
What?
The post.
Right here. Then they retweeted it.
It says my new official. Hold on. Pull that up. That's gotta be a hack.
It has to be because it's not on there.
It's not on his Twitter. Is it on any of the kids? World Liberty? No.
So I went to his actual Truth Social here, and it's not there.
Yeah, it's a hack.
It has to be. That's why it's not running right now.
Yeah. Where'd you see that token at? Or were you just on his Truth Social?
I just saw someone buy it. Huh?
What's the token?
Win. It's too much winning.
Too much winning?
Yeah. I saw that one crypto hands far to the United States. I thought that was fake too. Then the fart dev bought it.
What's the thing on this?
Still flip on that.
11,000.
What's up?
11,000? Or am I on the wrong one?
Yeah,
different one.
I know. 266. Sorry, I was looking at the screen here.
23 minutes ago.
Yeah.
198,000.
220, 219. Are you on Dex?
198. I'm on Dex screen, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little slower. Bullux is like the real time one.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna get wrecked on that.
But it's so weird though. The post is still up.
Go to the comments. Oh, nobody can. Only there.
Yeah, they turned comments off.
Is there any other thing they posted since then?
Yeah, let me see. Let me do some Googling here.
Yeah, what's your process? Take us behind the scenes. Obviously, it looks like
this is literally my process. This is what I do.
Found on Trove still, so this is real. It's gotta be bots, dude. It's bots spamming it.
But no one's questioning it. What is it called?
There's not that many posts.
Well, they didn't put win.
Tickers win, but it's only.
Oh, so they posted a few fakes today. I didn't know that.
Oh, I gotcha.
Ah.
There you go. Don't get wrecked, people. They wouldn't do a pump fund. They've always done their own websites. So that's not real. Yeah, keep your head on a swivel, dude.
What's funny is I just started following the day myself.
I don't follow them, so if it's not from the official accounts, I'm not doing it. I don't trust it.
Unfollow right now.
Yeah, fuck that. It's like Andrew Tate, bro. Come on, guys, we're gonna make some money. I'm gonna launch the coin and buy it right now. 3, 2.
Yeah.
Broke. Man.
All right. Well,
that's been fun.
If you guys haven't yet, hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that share button, hit all the buttons. Join our Discord, join our Telegram. We'll see you in the trenches, right?
Yeah. We're gonna do more than that.
Oh yeah. All the trenches.
We are over in Telegram, boys and girls. Make sure to go ahead and join us over there. Well, we go ahead and play out. I'm over here. I shouldn't be yelling.
But I'm gonna go ahead and make myself yell without having to yell, because I got a megaphone for you guys. Buckle the fuck up. It's 2025.
We're just getting started. Trump's dropped a meme coin. Melania's dropped a meme coin.
When the fuck's Baron dropping the meme coin, generation wealth is about to be here.
We appreciate everybody showing up and chat tonight. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're here every Monday night. We'll catch you guys here in a week. We'll see if we're millionaires by then. Until then, take it easy. I'm going to let this thing play out. TJ's going to say, and I'll see. Peace.